going on, guys? Today we are installing some ARB skid plates on this 2021 Ford Ranger. The ARB instructions are kind of confusing, so I hope this video will help clear some things up. Alright, so this varies depending on if you have the FX4 package or not. If you have the non-FX4 package, your skid plates will look like mine. So we have this bolt here, this bolt here to remove it. Then we got one here, one there, and two in the back. They're all 15 millimeter. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those. Alright, so getting through the instructions because they are confusing. So I separated all the bolts according to the instructions. So we got these for the front panel, the fit front panel. This is what the instructions call for. Then for the diff panel, there's two spacers here. This is what it calls for the diff panel. And then for the transmission / transfer case panel, this is what it calls for. So we'll figure it out as it goes. Alright, so update. The front skid plate is on. So I reused the these two 15 millimeter bolts, factory ones. It's the ones that come with the factory skid plate. I reused them on each end. In the rear, on the passenger side, I used the shorter M10 on this side, and then on the driver's side I used the long M10, and then that spacer that came with the kit goes on top and it sandwiches it together to even it out. Alright, so for the front differential cover, for the front skid plate, for the differential cover to go on, these M8 cage nuts need to go on the back of the front differential or the front skid plate, excuse me. So they have 3 holes in the back of the front skid plate for the front differential to hook on. Alrighty, diff cover skid plate, diff skid plate is officially on. This was a lot easier. So all it is the 3 M8 bolts that thread into the cage nuts that you put. And then the only tricky part here is on the passenger side where these 2 bolts go in. It's the long M10s, the 2 long M10s, and then the 2 spacers that come in the packet, they go on the passenger 2 bolts, the 2 most passenger side bolts on the rear. Then on the driver's side, the 10 millimeter, or not 10 millimeter, but the M10 bolt is the short stubby one. That one goes here. So other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So on to the transmission skid plate. Alright, so how I'm doing this is I've got the M8 bolts loosely in, so that way you can hold this to the other skid plate, the differential skid plate. And I have a jack holding up the rear because I need to stick my hand up in here, in this hole here, in order to stick this guy inside for the passenger side bolt, so that way it will be able to thread in. So you gotta stick that up in the frame. So that's probably going to be your easiest method, is loosely tightening the M8 bolts, the 3 M8 bolts in the front with the washers and the nuts, and then using a jack to be able to lower and work through there. Alright, so the transmission plate is finally in. To get that, the cage nut, the M10 with the little extender thing, to get it in the chassis, and to get that hooked up is a mission. But now the truck is fully protected. I'm just gonna torque them down to spec. So the M10 the M10 bolts are torqued down to 33 foot-pounds, and the M8 bolts are torqued down to 16 foot-pounds of torque. Well, guys, hope this video was helpful. If this was helpful in the smallest a bit, the least you can do is like the video and subscribe for more Ford Ranger content. I'll be testing these out in about a month's time at the second week of December. Going to go camping and do some off-roading, some local places in Florida. So stay tuned for that, and see you in the next video I make. Peace!